Okay, we are live. Sorry for the little delay. Okay, so we've just had our first run. And we had Josh making it through the knockout on 11.99. Okay, so we have next on the
tight race over here between yeah, that was between Joseph Gibbon and Dylan Hodges. Super tight race right there. Our next race will be between JD Miller and Victor Ellis. So I was just chatting to JD before the finals, and he is specializing in speed as well, which I didn't actually know. He won't be participating in the other combined. So, psyched to see him run. Psyched to see him get after it.
Yeah, so we got JD versus Victor Ellis. JD lane A, Victor lane B.
Where we go. Running pretty good runs. Both of these guys. Ooh.
JD with a bit of a slip there, but not such a big deal. Takes him through 8.75, which is quite a bit slower than his 8.08 run in the qualies.
But JD looking pretty happy with that.
And in this knockout round, all you need to do is get to the top ahead of the person that you're racing against. Doesn't really matter so much the time now, but it's a knockout race. So if you are at the top ahead of the person you're racing against, you make it through to the next round. And now this race should be pretty tight. We've got John Stucken against Luke Westman.
And away we go. John looks like he's pulling ahead.
John with a quicker time there. 9.3, just less than a second ahead of Luke Westman.
So now there will be a small break before the ladies come out for their starting 16 or first couple runs of the day.
Okay, welcome back to the stream. This is the IFSC Africa Champs. The discipline we're on at the moment is speed. And we've got the men who have just been racing. And we'll have those quarter final results for you.
We should be doing presentation for the ladies now. They seem to have skipped the presentation for the men. They're a little too excited to run their races and see who's the fastest this evening. But we'll get the ladies on now.
We also are a little behind schedule due to the rain that happened earlier this morning. So possibly just to save some time and make sure that we don't climb until 1 a.m. They've elected to speed up the process a little bit.
Okay, so we just have announced everybody, and we're psyched to see the next group of athletes run their runs.
So we're now down to the final 4 athletes in each gender, 4 men, 4 women, who will be racing each other knockout round style to make it through to the Olympic Games Paris 2024 next year to represent Africa and South Africa in the discipline of speed climbing, the fastest event in the Olympics. Average time between 5 and 6 seconds. So if you thought the 100 meters was quick, those guys are slow.
Yeah, think again.
And just to put it into perspective, the wall is about 15 meters high.
With a 5-degree overhang, eh?
With a 5-degree overhang, so it's not even flat, it's upside down of flat. And these guys are doing it, you know, if someone does it in 5 seconds, 15 meters, that's an average speed of 3 meters per second. But they're not just covering ground in 3 meters per second, they're covering vertical terrain, or slightly off vertical terrain if you think about it. Overhanging, the hardest of the climbing.
Some might say the most fun, though. Right, now we have the first couple ladies getting their start pads already. So, first runs in the knockouts are always a little stressful, a little scary, but hella rewarding. So, let's see them do it.
So, racing against each other here, we got Anya Holder in lane A, Samantha Goodwin in lane B. Anya with a little slip there, but she's a fast climber. Let's see if she can overtake Sam. Oh, unfortunate slip there from Sam. Anya just needs to make it to the top, and she makes it through there. 14.
So yeah, for those people who don't know, with this like speed knockouts, it's essentially like just get to the top before the other person and do not false start. So kind of doesn't matter what your time is. If the other person falls, make sure you don't fall, and just really make sure you don't false start, because a false start means you're completely out of the competition. Doesn't matter if you've won all your races or had the fastest time of the day, like you are done, which is quite ruthless.
It is quite ruthless. It's a space that gives no forgiveness of errors. You know, if you think of bouldering, you could fall off a couple of times. Lead climbing, you don't have that luxury.
But you have time to prepare and kind of work it out. And yeah, up next we have Tegan in lane A, Tegan Oates, and Alyssa Mayer in lane B.
Any bets on who you think's going to win this round?
Unfortunately, they specifically told me no betting inside the commentary box. I would if I could.
Yeah.
Both are looking really close together. It looks like Tegan might be pulling ahead slightly. A little hesitation on top. Never over. Tegan with the...
Tegan just managing to snag through the beam there. It looks like she might have missed it for a second, but I was glad to see the timer stop. That would have been a heartbreak. Okay, so we got our 2 female finalists for speed. And
Tegan and Anya.
Tegan and Anya.
Final 4 starting.
Dare I say I predicted a Tegan Anya final.
I knew you would.
Okay, first big race for the guys. We got Josh Brains, Joseph Gibbon.
And both guys are off. Josh looking very smooth.
Josh taking the lead there with a really good time.
7.28. And Joseph with a 8.58.
Just a little bit behind, so that'll see.
Joseph still on the wall. Not too sure what he's up to. Here he comes down.
Can see these guys at the start, they're looking directly into the sun and must make it a little more challenging. I know that Josh is usually a little bit of a faster runner, but I think the sun is playing a bit of a factor there, and possibly the pressure of knowing he's got it in the bag but still having to perform.
And away we go. Oh, really good running between these two.
Yeah.
They're still on it.
Oh, JD with a slip. And his protege from the Eastern Cape takes it ahead of the coach. The student becomes the master.
A fairy tale story, some might say.
Hard luck for JD, but he's got to be proud of his young apprentice. That was a really good run there from John. Oh, hugs all around. That's the part of climbing that I really love, is that you're competing against people, but it's not like that. You're competing with people. And it's heartwarming.
Just a wholesome moment right there.
Oh, I need a tissue. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I cruised down to the start of the wall before the round began, and that sun is looking directly into your eyes. You got a little bit of leeway, but it's definitely not too comfortable. I'm a little scared for Saturday at this time on that bouldering wall. It's cook and egg kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how those black fiberglasses start feeling.
It's nothing quite like falling off and frying your leg on the pad.
Yeah, might have to wear long trousers.
And you can't wear long sleeves, actually. You got to wear your kit.
Yeah.
Get some of those tattoo sleeves, fake tattoo sleeves to cover your arms.
Just cover up a little bit. But the lead wall's looking pretty nice.
Yeah, the lead
in the
wall
shade.
is looking well in the shade there. Shaded by the speed wall, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is about the time that Boulder's scheduled to start tomorrow, 4:20, I think.
So now we're having a little break before the next 2 runs.
So these 2 runs are the most important speed runs of the day. This is to determine which male and which female climber from Africa makes it to the hallowed sporting arena, the peak of performance. So in 2018, I went to the Youth Olympics as the coach/manager for South Africa, and it is an incredibly impressive spectacle of sporting performance. It's mind-blowing in its scope and excitement and ability to inspire.
Yeah, watching the event in Buenos Aires was very cool to see, and yeah, just to see climbing progress through the years and become the sport it is at the moment. But also have so much headroom to continue growing and continue changing and evolving, for better or worse.
100%. I mean, if I think about the purest climbers from the 60s, they're probably watching this and thinking, that's not climbing, but it's just how the sport changes. And there's definitely a aspect of real climbing and speed climbing. Think of speed climbing on the nose. You know, people are just refining beta and getting quicker and quicker and quicker. And if you took, they did a calculation. They took the speed climbing speed and applied that to the distance of the nose.
Yeah.
And worked out it'd be something like 30 minutes. That'd be to do the nose if you're climbing at the speed of a speed climber.
Wow. What, did they just take like a mean speed, or did they take like somebody's specific like time?
I think they just took a mean speed. Don't quote me, I'm paraphrasing here, but they basically said, look, Alex Arnold, Tommy Caldwell, yeah, you guys did all right, 2 hours for a vertical kilometer, but if you were a speed climber, you can take some time off, refine the beta, train a bit more power, do some dynos. How many times do you think Tommy Caldwell dynoed on the nose?
On the nose, yeah, I'm counting on one hand. But also, let's give them the auto belay and see what they can do.
Yeah, that's the future.
Start zooming.
As technology develops, a 1 kilometer auto belay and you're just racing.
Peak of climbing right there.
Spider silk. 1 mil cord.
Yeah, no fall.
Quick call there from the IFSC for our volunteer belayers. Get ready to clip the people in and do the things. Okay, the ladies are out.
This is our
semi-final.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th race.
We got lane A, Samantha Goodwin from Johannesburg, and lane B, Alyssa Meyer from Cape Town. The good old local rivalry.
South versus the North.
The North versus the South. Christopher and I are both northern boys, born and bred. Proud.
And away we go.
Now we really got a race. These guys are climbing. These girls are climbing neck and neck. Samantha's getting a little bit of a lead there. But Alyssa takes it back. Oh my goodness. A little bit of a slip there by Samantha. Alyssa takes it.
Some good running between those two up until there.
That's the hard racing nature of speed climbing, is that
that's why we do it.
Yeah, just a race, and anyone can take it. Anyone can slip at the last second. Anyone can come back from slipping at the first hold and recover to win it. If you're watching this stream, I assume you have some interest in climbing as a competitive endeavor. And if you thought that was exciting, wait till we see the guys. I think it'll be just as exciting. And then the finals, which is the real nail biter. Okay. Third and fourth competition for the boys. We've got Joseph versus JD.
Where is Joseph from?
I'm not sure, actually.
And away we go. Oh, JD with a fall. Good run from Joseph.
Yeah.
And next race should be our first and second for the ladies. Then following that, first and second for the men.
Should we head on down to the wall, crack some eggs on that pad, and have some lunch?
Dude, I'm down if you are. But yeah, I touched that black mat under the speed wall there, and it's toasty. It's a little sun reflector.
You can see behind the wall we had so much cloud earlier, and now it's super clear. The humidity at least has dried up a little bit. Earlier it felt like 95% humidity. Could have swum down to the wall and swum back. Okay.
Here's the race we've all been waiting for.
The main event, the ladies coming on out, placing their starting pad.
Tegan and Anya going to battle it out in the vertical sprint.
Anya, speed specialist. Tegan also entered in the lead in the boulder. Let's see how they do.
And away we go.
They are off, racing for glory, racing for that chance to represent SA.
Wow, Tegan really pulling ahead.
No, that's Anya, mate.
Oh, Anya, wow.
Anya
with the win.
Left lane, 11.33 seconds. Takes it to Tegan's 13.79. And we have a new African female speed champion.
Congratulations, Anya.
Taking a deep breath there. She realizes what she's just done. Oh, what a moment.
Hands on knees.
Sure. Hugs all round. That's so beautiful. Now we go. Now we've got the boys coming up. It's their turn. Let's see how they do. They got to pull some magic out of the bag. It could go to anyone. They both hope it goes to themselves. Taking a moment, taking a breath, getting ready. Hands are chalked, feet on pads, ready for the buzzer to go. Josh Brains is off like a rocket. John Stucken is shooting off just behind him. Oh, fraction of a second slip there at the last second by Josh. And he manages to...
7:16.
Yeah, he manages to keep it together. And he knows how close he came to dropping it and just managed to keep it together.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
That's what we're all looking for.
Yeah. This is it, guys. The biggest competition these guys have been in their lives.
Snorten Trana, meneer. Snorten Trana.
That's Africanism right there. And never been more appropriate.
Well, yeah. That has come to a very swift end.
A speedy end, you could say, Chris.
Some might say that.
Big thanks to you for joining us in the commentary box. This is, Christopher Cossa, and I'm Alistair Fenton, and this has been the Speed Climbing Championship for Africa, and we have 2 African speed climbing champions, Anya Holder and Josh Brains. And stay tuned, guys. You'll see them on the international stage next year, strutting their stuff and doing our continent and our nation proud.
Yeah, wishing everybody the best of luck for tomorrow and these guys for the training ahead. So, yeah, let's get it. Thanks for having me, everybody.
Amazing. We're going to wrap this up. We will catch you guys a little bit later. We got some ladies doing some lead climbing, and then we are done for the day. And, yeah, catch you later. See you later.